really cool.
Yeah, I see that now. Okay. Hi there, Twitch. If anybody's on Twitch right now, hi.
Hi, Twitch.
And feel free, Twitch, to play along. But I can't hear you, so you can't win anything.
Yeah, so you're just going to have to enjoy without a prize.
But
Hi,
cool.
Twitch.
Anyway. Hi, everybody. What's up?
Welcome to Awesome Games Done Quick. Not.
No, welcome to, you came here for a game trivia panel, but instead you're going to get me complaining about Final Fantasy VIII for the next hour. No. Welcome to Video Game Trivia, where I'm going to be handing out these little popsicle sticks. These are your prizes. No. I'm going to hand these out because when you know the answer, you raise the stick. And I don't want to learn all your names, even though there's so few of you here.
Why don't you tell your own name?
I'm so sad that... oh, right. Yeah, I should probably introduce
introductions?
myself. Hi, everybody. I'm Zach Walton, professional video game not journalist who writes for free, completely going against what Matt said to not do, but...
I translate for free, too. So
Yeah. We both don't get paid for the work that we do. And I edit manga as well for free. So that's a thing that I do.
What kind of...
We're not going to talk about what kind of manga, Perry. It's not safe for work. But anyway, so this is going to be a video game trivia panel. If you went to KenTokyo-Con this year or the one last year, you know that I run a video game music thing there, little contest thing where you piece game music. That's not this year or this event. This is going to be video game trivia, specifically about the history of games, those who make them, and the games themselves and whatnot. So without further ado, Perry, get up and hand out popsicle sticks. Also, raise your hand if you actually want to play, so that Perry can give you a stick. Yeah. Yep, just hand them out, just randomly, because that's all I need to know. Is that so I don't have to learn names. I can just write the letter down and the score. And the prize for this is going to be a free thing for next year. So the winner, I'm just going to get your name and your email address. And whatever letter you get is not indicative of me trying to say anything about you. So don't read too much into it. By and large, there will be a few like here's a question about what is in a game, but it's going to be mostly about the people who make games, years that things came out. I'm a video game historian buff thing, so I sort of do history stuff on the side, and so that's where most of my knowledge and passion lies. So that's going to be where most of this comes from.
He reads a lot of books about video games.
I read so many books about video game history and those who make games, because that's what I care most about. But anyway, so this is going to be fun. I have right here all of the wonderful questions that I will be asking. The rules are as such. If you know the answer, raise your stick, and then you will give me the answer. And if you are correct, you get a point. If you are wrong, you leave this room right now. No.
If you're raising your stick, you're raising your hand, most likely, by the way. So.
Yeah. It's just... And so then and Perry's going to keep track here. By the way, this is Perry.
Hi.
He's gonna keep score for me, and I really wanted him to make this a team thing, but we didn't have the time for it. So, and also there's so few people here, so team wouldn't really work out anyway. And then I'm gonna give about a minute for each question. So for those who just want to think it over, also the fact that I only have about 34 questions here, so. It's nice.
We're going to think it over for a long time.
Well, I mean, a minute I think is good enough time for those who maybe want to rack their brains. And if I see any phone out looking on stupid Wikipedia, I'm going to throw up something at you.
Yeah, none of that.
No cheating allowed.
None of that malarkey.
Cheaters, no cheating. Please and thank you. I see that 3DS there, Brian. It has a browser.
It can't connect to the internet in here.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. So, let's begin then. There is no.
I will be watching if you.
Yeah. There are no categories or anything for this, so it's just sort of flow of consciousness from when I wrote these. Anyway. Okay. Question 1. Actually, I'm gonna need to get a timer on my phone.
No phones, dude.
I'm allowed to have a phone, okay?
This double standard bullshit.
I'm allowed because I am the game master. In Roxhall, everybody dies. That's a joke about D&D. Haha. I am relevant. I'm gonna be a great dad one day. I know it. Okay, so question 1. Ralph Baer, largely considered the father of video games, invented the first video game console in what year?
Don't everyone answer at once.
Unfortunately, no. I actually was going to get the Smash TV soundtrack for this, but I couldn't get it in time.
We can play the Price is Right fail.
But I can do the Smash TV announcer though. Big money, big prizes. I love it. Matt. Ooh, that is incorrect. But you still have 35 seconds left.
To guess any combination of numbers.
You there? Incorrect. Incorrect. But I'm still willing to accept potential answers for the next.
You can guess any combination of numbers, literally.
Yeah, no.
Until someone gets it right. So just start guessing. Someone will get it right.
Ooh, close, but no cigar. He got it.
All right. What is your letter, sir?
Yeah, what is your letter? F.
F.
F for...
F for fantastic.
Yeah. Okay, let's...
F for Fanadoo.
No. No.
F for Falcon.
Okay, next question should be a little easier for everybody. So, the Konami code, popularized by Contra, consists of 11 inputs. What are those inputs in order?
U.
Ooh, so close, but no. No! He got it.
Yeah.
No select.
What is your letter, sir? L for LJN.
There's a question related to LJN in this. Okay. Let's. Don't just. I have to reset the time every time on this stupid thing. Okay. Okay. Question 3. Nintendo dominated Japan and the US in the late 80s and early 90s. They were not so fortunate, however, in Europe, as gamers there opted for microcomputers. Can you name 3 out of the 5 microcomputers in use during this time? Yeah, 3 out of 5.
3 out of
I'm
5.
being nice.
He's being generous. Are you raising your hand?
Yeah. Mm-hmm. No Mac. No. No Amiga.
One more.
You got it.
So what were those 3 again, Zach? Just so the public knows.
Commodore 64, Sinclair ZX Spectrum, and the Fairchild Channel F were all things, but you could also say the BBC Micro, the Dragon 32, or the MSX.
Which is, MSX is one of the more well-known ones.
Okay. Yeah. Okay.
Okay, what is your number, Matt?
Number, letter.
Okay,
Number, C.
C.
Okay.
C for Crazy Castle.
Next question. Celebrated developer Rare wasn't always known as such. What was their first name?
It's a weird one. the answers on here? Okay.
Just for my own sake.
Sure.
And for yours.
Okay. Are we going to give a hint? Or?
I mean, a hint would be it's 4 words
4 words.
is the full name.
The company's name was 4 words. No.
Yeah, 4 words games. We're always looking forward. Yes.
You got
That
it.
would be an interesting game, but no. Well, we reached 0, so the answer would be Ultimate Play the Game.
Fantastic name.
Yeah.
I'm sure whoever thought that up was
That would be the Saper Brothers.
okay. Yeah.
Praise be their name.
Praise be.
Okay, next question. This one should be easy. Nintendo has been around since the late 1800s, but obviously we're not making video games at that time. What were they making instead? Got it. What's your letter?
What's your
A.
number? Number 8. All right.
Okay, cool. Yeah, I knew that one.
A for Adam
I knew that
Stanley.
one would be got pretty quick. Okay. Halo wasn't always a first-person shooter and wasn't always a Microsoft property. Can you give me the genre and platform when Halo was first unveiled? Ooh, close. No cigar. Probably should.
Yes.
He got
That's
it.
right.
Yeah, he got it. Yeah. Yeah, Halo was an RTS on the Mac in 1998, shown off at Macworld.
And it didn't become an RTS again until Halo Wars.
Yep. Fun how things are circles. Anyway, next question.
What was your letter again? All right.
B for butter. I like that.
I like it.
Yeah. Okay, next question. Resident Evil may have put survival horror on the map, but it was originally going to be a remake of what early survival horror game that was only released in Japan on the NES? No, that is its name in Japan, but that is not the original game's name. Unfortunately, the game was never released here, but there was a fan translation released back in 2010.
Is it still up?
Yeah, of
Okay.
course. You can still play it if you want to.
Yeah.
It's pretty good. And the game on the NES is widely considered to be the very first survival horror game ever made. And Capcom also made that one.
The first letter of the game is
Oh, and the first, okay, sure. The first letter of the game is S. That's,
and it's not Splatterhouse.
oh, Splatterhouse is good, though.
And it's not the remake of Splatterhouse.
Well, sure. And, yeah. Answer is Sweet Home. Okay, next question. Can you tell me what THQ stands, or I guess stood, RIP, for?
THQ, rest in peace.
Although their name is now used in Nordic games.
Yeah,
Or now
Nordic
using their name.
THQ or something like that. Or
THQ
THQ Nordic, yeah.
But yep, THQ people who published Saints Row back before.
And Darksiders.
And Darksiders.
Fantastic game. Everyone should play it. Both of them.
He got it. Toy headquarters.
Perfect.
Because they made toys first.
Number C. Yeah, I remember that. Thank you.
Okie dokie. Next question. Sony's PlayStation came about due to a failed partnership with which company? Nintendo.
Got it. And you were B?
Yeah,
Right.
B for butter.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, so this is going to be a multiple choice question because I figured that it would be a little too hard, even though apparently whatever. Okay, multiple choice time. Which Japanese video game giant was founded by an American in 1940? A, Namco, B, Sega, C, Capcom, or D, Konami? You got it, Sega. Sega was founded in 1940, called Service Games.
Which is what Sega stands for.
They were games made for the military. Okay, cool. Celebrated creator of A Devil May Cry and Okami, Hideki Kamiya, got his start at Capcom, making what game?
Guess.
No, he did make that, but that was not his first game at Capcom. It was a game on the PlayStation.
A quite popular game.
Very, very popular game.
No, that was Kojima.
That was a Konami game. This is a Capcom game on the PlayStation. I guess I should also say, I guess as a hint, it is a sequel.
Sequel to... Oh, I won't say anymore.
I've not actually been running the timer.
Oh, well, that's okay.
But I'll just let it run until like
30.
40 seconds or whatever. Yeah, sure, and you'll get blocked.
Just like Kamiya
He
himself.
actually doesn't like being asked questions about this game on Twitter. 42, 40. Correct answer would be Resident Evil 2.
That's right.
Was the first game that he directed. And the reason that the game took so long to make is because they actually made it, and then Mikami hated it. And then Kamiya was like, well, you know what, I'm going to do my own thing. And then Kamiya went and just completely remade the game. So there is a 1.5 version of the game out there that you actually can play still, and it's really weird and different. Okay, next question. What is the best-selling Japanese role-playing game of all time with, I believe, about 20 million units sold? No. Mostly because I don't consider Pokemon 2 to be a JRPG, but... No.
I wish.
This was a worldwide hit. You got it.
Okay, C and B are tied for first right now.
Got to get that free pass. In the early to mid-2000s, EA Sports had a separate label for their extreme sports games like SSX. What was that label's name? You got it. EA Sports, big. My favorite logo. Big.
What is your number? L, that's right.
Okay. Next question.
I have the worst short-term memory.
Demon's Dark Souls, Bloodborne, wasn't From Software's first foray into hard-as-nails fantasy RPGs. Can you name the Souls series predecessor? You got it,
Yeah.
Kingsfield. Next question. Bethesda Softworks, most well known for creating the Elder Scrolls in Fallout 3 and 4, was hired by EA in 1987 to develop which sports game? You got it.
Oh, man.
John Madden Football.
Nailed it.
Okay, next question. In Japan, Metal Gear was followed up by Metal Gear 2 Solid Snake. The U.S. never received the sequel. Konami instead... my voice doesn't work right now. Konami instead released an entirely different game known as what in the U.S.? Yes. In Japan, the Metal Gear was followed up by Metal Gear 2 Solid Snake. The U.S. never got the sequel. Konami instead put out a different game. Snake's Revenge
Right.
is the sequel to the first Metal Gear for us. Even though it's not canon, but Kojima later praised it and said that the game was a fine game.
Did he?
He said it about 2 years after he called it trash.
That's what I thought. Yeah. Okay.
He first called it trash, and then 2 years later, he's like, it was a pretty good Metal Gear game. Yeah. Yes. Next question. When Dragon Quest was released in the US on the NES, it was renamed Dragon Warrior. Why? No. Not. It wasn't. Well, avoid confusion would be one way that somebody involved would put it, but no. Yes. TSR had published they had published a supplement to D&D called Dragon Quest.
And it was
D for Dragon. All right. Yin on the board. Okay. Nintendo Game Boy had many competitors, but they all failed to capture any significant market share. Can you name 2 of the 4 primary competitors? I need the console names. You got it. Although the fact of the matter is that I totally forgot about the N-Gage, so I didn't even write it down. But you know what? I'll take that. Sega Game Gear, Atari Lynx, Bandai WonderSwan, and the Neo Geo Pocket. Okay, next question. In the U.S., Final Fantasy 2 and 3 on the SNES are actually Final Fantasy blank and blank. In the U.S., Final Fantasy 2 and 3 on the SNES are actually Final Fantasy blank and blank.
in Japan.
No. No.
You guys are close. Keep guessing.
No.
You're not close anymore.
Yes, totally.
13.
4 and 6.
There we
yeah.
go.
Yeah, because when Matt wasn't raising his hand, I was just sort of like, Matt should know this, right now. Okay. What Nintendo consoles go with these code names? Project Reality, Dolphin, and Cafe.
This is a good question. Let's start with Dolphin. Does anyone own Dolphin? All right. What about...
Don't just think people do it piecemeal, but whatever. Anyway. Okay, and... so the code names are Project, Reality, Dolphin, and...
Cafe.
Yeah, and Cafe. No. I should mention that these are all home consoles, not
So that makes it pretty easy.
not handhelds.
But yeah, I didn't mean to break that up. So
No.
should I give him all
No.
each a point?
Oh no, I mean nobody's gotten it all yet. So.
Okay, so they need to get all 3 together.
Yeah. Yes.
Okay.
That's the question: is getting all 3.
Okay.
Because Dolphin's easy. Dolphin's the easy one.
Yeah.
Everybody knows Dolphin because the emulators.
There really aren't that many Nintendo home consoles.
No.
It's more modern.
Well, I mean we're. No, but. Okay, so do you want to give all 3 a shot right now?
It's one of those.
You are going to need to give me the answer. Okay. No. Okay. You got it. Cafe was Wii U because they based the gamepad off of in Japanese cafes, the waitresses take your orders with a little tablet, and they named it Cafe for that.
What was the Revolution, guys? Anyone know that?
I did not include Revolution because that's too easy.
What? Wait.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Because,
I mean, it's not a question.
Yeah,
but
because
they
actually called it that during press conferences like that. What famous pop star worked on the soundtrack for Sonic the Hedgehog 3?
That's a good question too.
Michael Jackson. Okay. What bug in Street Fighter 2 led to a staple in fighting games to this day? No. It was a bug in Street Fighter 2, and it led to, and then it led to a mechanic that is still used in fighting games to this day.
In almost every fighting game.
No. I would say that it's basically like the most like basic thing in fighting games now, but nobody ever actually thought about it.
And it didn't used to exist.
Until it was a bug. No.
That's pretty basic, though. That's right.
You?
What's your number? What's your letter?
Yeah, man, combos. Combos were a bug. Okay. Before Overwatch, before World of Warcraft, before StarCraft even, Blizzard Entertainment went by what name?
Can you call yourself a real Blizzard fan?
This was the name they used when they made the Lost Vikings and Rock and Roller Racing.
Everyone's played that, right?
Okay.
We have 15 seconds on the clock.
I will say that the name is S&S. So fill in the words.
Simon and Schuster is not the answer.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. The answer is Silicon and Synapse. Okay, next question. The Dreamcast launched on a very unique day in North America. What is that date?
It's the day of reckoning. It's the date. No.
No. Thanksgiving is not a unique day. It comes every year.
This is the most important day of the year, Yen. Come on. Yeah.
9/9/99. Which is why everybody every year on like September 9th, everybody lowers their head
in
remembrance of the Dreamcast. And then 2 days later, everybody just makes memes and laughs.
Everyone just forgets about it again after that day.
Okay. What Sega CD game was the primary evidence during the Senate hearings on
Oh my God.
on violent games in 1993?
This is evil.
What game did they trot out to prove that games were too violent for children in 1993 during the Senate hearings?
Night Trap. What? I'm joking. What was that it?
Yes.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Don't just say Night Trap.
I'm sorry.
That's the answer.
I apologize.
Harry, give yourself a point.
No, I'm not giving anyone a point. I'm sorry. I apologize.
I mean, if we wanted to do another, if somebody wanted to get a point from this one, they showed one other game during the hearings. That is a fighting game. Mortal Kombat.
Okay, that works. What was your letter? A. Okay.
Yeah,
I'm sorry. I should be kicked off of this. I'm sorry.
No, you're fine, Barry. You're good.
Oh, man.
David Jaffe, creator of the Twisted Metal series, and the God of War series, got his start at Sony ImageSoft, making which game for Disney? No. Aladdin was made by Virgin. No. Also Virgin. This was Sony's game. Sony had a game dev studio for back on the SNES. No. You know, since there's actually multiple... Oh, yeah. No. There's actually multiple games starring this character, so I'll just say that it is a Mickey Mouse game. There's at least like 3 on the SNES, so... No.
That's a good one.
Oh, should probably start that again. Okay. And also, this game is a fan of alliteration. That's actually a really bad hint. I'm sorry.
No, it's a good hint. Well, actually, no, it's not because you've got
3, 2. No. Yes, that is one. That's one made by Capcom. Were you gonna this one? Okay. Correct answer will be Mickey Mania. Yes. Okay. Next question. Before Jack and Daxter, Naughty Dog made Crash Bandicoot. Before Ratchet and Clank, Insomniac made Spyro the Dragon. Before Sly Cooper, Sucker Punch made which game for the N64? And it was their first game. No. This was a 64 game. It was Sucker Punch's first game. It was published by Ubisoft. And I believe that maybe 3 people have played it overall. Okay. I'm going to make these easier next year. I apologize, everybody. Let's just cut it off there and say that the name of the game would be Rocket, Robot on Wheels. Okay, next question. Before the Blue Blur was named Sonic the Hedgehog, what code name did Sega give him? This is also the time when Sonic had more of a toot and had a blonde bombshell girlfriend.
Dark Times. Okay.
People still got a point out of it. Right answer would be Mr. Needle Mouse.
They should have gone with that.
Okay, next question. In 1979, the third-party dev was born, and they are still a major force in games to this day. Who are they? No. They are one of the top 3 publishers every year, and they probably were, and they actually were the biggest in 2009. No. Activision. I did. Aha! I accidentally pressed it. Okay. This game developer was was at the top of the world between '09 and 2011, thanks to hits like Farmville and Words with Friends. Who are they? Zynga.
Zynga. Bazinga.
We are not doing that. What is the most downloaded freemium mobile game of all time with over 2 billion downloads? No. No. Angry Birds.
Gee.
Still is. Nobody has still surpassed that. Next question. Before it was called the Vita, what did Sony call its next-gen portable? No.
Is that Rock Band? It probably is.
I don't know. Eight, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Correct answer would be NGP, or Next Gen Portable for short. I hid the name in the question because I am a cool guy who you want to invite to your house for dinner.
Really, you do. He's great.
But I do not eat meat, though, so I hope you have some kind of a vegetarian option. I'm not picky. I'll take salad.
Good.
Can you name 3 out of the 10 games seen or mentioned in the 1989 classic, The Wizard?
You've all seen that, right?
You've all seen the California and He Touched My Breast. The best movie ever.
I mean, it's really a must-see
Fred Savage
for various reasons.
traveling across the country with his brother, scarred by losing his twin sister, and playing video games really
To the
well
mysterious reaches of California.
to compete in Video
To compete
Armageddon.
in Video Armageddon. It is essentially a product placement movie for Super Mario Brothers 3 and Nintendo products.
Mm-hmm, yeah. Yes. The Power Glove was in that movie, but that's not a game.
No.
It's an accessory. No. Track me's not on that game. I actually went and looked this up today just to make sure again. Track meet is not in the movie. But my rules are basically either seen or mentioned because they actually do name drop a lot of games. Even though they only play 3 that you see on screen. Yeah, I forgot again, but I always just set it to whatever and just let it run down. In 3, 2, 1, 0. The 10 games seen or mentioned in The Wizard are Super Mario Brothers 3, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, Ninja Gaiden, Double Dragon, Rad Racer, Top Speed, Castlevania 2 Simon's Quest, Zelda 2 The Adventure of Link, and Mega Man 2.
You guys could have just kept on guessing and you would have gotten at least one, maybe.
Okay, I'm actually going to set it right this time. Yeah, because I'm a cool guy who knows how to use a phone. What was the first movie based on a real video game? Not that fake video game Tron. No, that was in 2003. This film came out in 1989. No, that was 94. Super Mario Brothers.
It ain't no game. It's a live-action thrill ride.
What a great movie. I love that movie.
That movie's fantastic.
It's so much fun to watch.
Beautiful.
For all the right reasons.
Those amazing hover boots that are like just so many great moments in that movie. Like incredible film. 2 thumbs up.
Everybody Walk the Dinosaur.
Yeah.
The best song. Actually, that song like advocates the murdering of dinosaurs. If you actually listen to it all the way through, they actually talk about like walking the dinosaur,
making the dinosaur extinct.
and then they actually like transform the song into "Everybody Kill the Dinosaur," and I'm like, what? Why are you murdering it with your funk band? Okay. What slogan did Sega use to mock Nintendo in its advertising for the Genesis? Who what? Oh, so close.
That's not quite it.
Not quite it. I need the exact verbiage. No.
Oh. It's Nintendo.
Yes, Nintendo is the core of it, but you got it. Genesis does what Nintendo don't. Okay, this is actually my last question because we burned through these quite a bit, but I'm sure that everybody's...
We can make up some more.
I mean, I can totally make up questions.
Yeah.
But Uwe Boll, everybody's favorite bad game movie director. He basically made an art form out of making bad movie games or bad game movies.
Yeah.
Can you name 3 of those movies out of the 20 that he made? He got it. Yeah.
What was your letter?
I have here House of the Dead, Alone in the Dark, Blood Rain, In the Name of the King, Blood Rain 2, Postal, Alone in the Dark 2, Far Cry, Blood Rain 2, Blood Rain 3, The Third Reich, Alone in the Dark. And
Wasn't there also a Postal 2?
No, there was not Postal 2. And then there actually was In the Name of the King 2 and 3. Okay, now I'm going to go off the cuff completely and just come up with some real quick questions here. These I'm going to try to make easier, everybody. Let's see here. The game that we got at Super Mario Brothers 2 was actually what game in Japan? Sure, what? Ooh, so close.
Say it, Ian.
Yep, Doki Doki what? What are you Doki Dokiing over?
Yeah.
Oh man, I wish. All right, let's just whatever. Let's just let this run for 3 more seconds.
Let's let this run for 15 minutes.
No. Let's run for 3 more seconds. Correct answer would be Doki Doki Panic. Okay, let's see here. What else do I have in my noggin? What fat facts do I have to lay on you today?
Name 3 games that Tetsuya Nomura directed.
Tetsuya Nomura only directed 3 games. No, actually 4 or 5.
4.
I mean, you want to do it. I mean, Nomura is kind of. Yeah. He only directed one of those. No. Let's just put it out here right now that Nomura has actually never directed a single Final Fantasy game. Yes. He only ever does the character designs, and he helped with the story on 7 through 10. He helped with the worst parts of the story on 7 through 10.
No, we don't know that.
Actually, that is correct.
That is correct. You got it, man.
Okay, popular and best-selling indie game 2064 Read Only Memories has a soundtrack composed by who? Yeah, no, seriously, you'll get a point if you say it. Yeah. Okay, that's enough of having fun with my friends. Let's see here. The Nintendo 64 only launched with 2 games. What are those games? No. Man, Wave Race came out like a month after it launched, so it is a launch window title. Yeah, it is a launch window title. I wish. Best launch.
Battle tanks.
But yeah, everybody is right though who are saying Mario 64 was a launch title. Just need one more. In the far-off year of 1996.
Yeah.
Pilot Wing 64. Okay, let's see here. I have one here.
I have one.
Okay, true.
The 64 had a disk drive. What was the name of that disk drive?
You're about as bad as me.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
Yep. The 64 had a disk drive that was only released in Japan. Because who wants a console add-on that uses floppy disk? Still.
Also, what were one of the purported games for that disk drive?
That's... If you want 2 points, if you can name the thing and the game, yeah, I'll give you 2 points. That's worth that.
Anyone?
All
right.
Yeah, it's just the disk drive was called the 64DD, or as it would just be called 64 disk drive. And the games for it would be Mario Paint, Doshin the Giant, like Animal Crossing. What else was there? There was F-Zero X expansion that allowed you to make your own tracks.
I believe there was also a Zelda game that was announced for it.
Oh no, Ocarina of Time was actually being built for it.
That's right.
And then it was
Ocarina of
transferred
Time.
over to the cart.
That's right. I remember that.
Because they actually wanted to use the DD to create a real-time day and night cycle.
Right.
But nope. Okay. I had a question in my head and now it's gone. And it was a good question too. You guys would have loved it as much as you're loving all my other questions. Obviously, you would have loved it just as much. How
much of a bad decision was the Ouya? You got it. That's a point.
No. No. Yep, because I am good at running a panel.
It's okay.
Hi, everybody. I'm Zach Walton again. I'm going to run a panel today for you. It's going to be video game trivia. I ran out of questions.
No.
Great. Okay.
You get
No. It's all good, Perry. I got it on my noodle. It's on my brain. The brain has the powers of a behemoth. No, we're not going to ask a question about him. Okay, yeah, no, I got it. What is the best-selling PC game of all time? He got it, Sims 2.
Butter moving up in the ranks.
I believe that if you counted all of the platforms that Minecraft is on, it would beat it, but Minecraft on the PC has only sold about 20 million. Sims 2 has been like, oof. I think it's somewhere up in like this
Does that count as
50
expansion
million?
packs as well?
Yes.
Yeah, okay.
Well, actually, if you counted the expansion packs, it would be like upwards and just ridiculous. Oh, I got a good one. The PlayStation 3, when it was announced in two models with two prices. Can you give me those two prices? You got it.
That's right.
$4.99 and $5.99. To which Kazurai it wasn't Kazurai. It was Ken Kutaragi famously said that you will want to get a second job to afford one.
Yeah. Wonderful. Wonderful PR by our man Kutaragi.
No, actually, he was fired after that console came out. Because, yeah. Okay, well,
Okay, Metal Gear Solid. Was it? Yeah, Metal Gear Solid 1 had a boss that used your where you had to plug your controller into the second port. What was that boss?
Psycho Mantis. All right. Okay.
A.
Yeah. Okay. I'm just going to I'm just gonna end things here after one question because we're almost done. And thank you everybody for being so patient with me. It's been fun, and I hope that you've had at least some semblance of fun, or if not, the dreams that you have tonight of you strangling me and tossing my body into a ditch, I hope will at least somewhat make up for what I put you through.
I think they had fun.
This question is going to be worth 5 points.
Oh God.
And it is a purely subjective question.
That's not fair since our winner left.
What is the game of the year all years?
Oh God.
It is a PS4 launch title.
Yeah.
He
Oh
got
my
it,
God.
Mac! Game of the year all year.
Yes. Oh man. Okay.
Butter gets 5
5
points.
points. We're doing it.
That was
Knack is back, baby.
Knack is getting that PS4 Pro update. Knack in 4K.
Knack 2, the knackening.
Knack 2, the knackening needs to happen, everybody. Email your senator. Ask for it.
Your senator will love the attention.
I could be, possibly complaining about, budget deficits or, rise of crime in
The real crime is
my
no,
city,
no
but
knack.
We need more knack in our
The
lives.
real crime is knack 2 is not a thing yet.
Senator McConnell, can you give us more knack?
What other knack things can we say about this panel?
You know what? Next year we're
doing a knack
do
panel.
The knack panel.
Yeah.
Celebrate knack. It's the greatest game ever
Brian's
made.
about to strangle us.
when they added folders to the PS4, I made folders for all my games, and I made a folder that is just Game of the Year all years, and Knack is the only game in it.
Yep, that's how it should be. Knack's all right. It's kind of.
Have you seen the Knack dance?
It's kind of mediocre.
Have you seen the Knack dance?
Yes.
Knack dance saves that game.
Yes.
It's just Knack being like, it's the best. What did you say? I don't like that. I don't like that.
Fighting words.
You and I will. You and I are.
You're gonna square up.
Have to have words.
You guys are gonna square up.
Knack.
I'm so sorry that you guys had to be put through this.
But for realsies, though, thank you everybody for showing up.
I hope you had fun.
At least had fun or learned something or whatever. And if you want to give me any tips or tricks or like suggestions,
why don't you recommend a few cool video game books for people to read if they're interested?
If you want to read books that where I got most of this from, there's a book called Power Up: How Japanese Games Gave the World an Extra Life by Chris Kohler. That's a good book. There is Masters of Doom, which is about the rise of id Software and the creation of Doom. There is the Illustrated History to 101 Video Games. Has a lot of really pretty pictures and some basic knowledge. There is I Am Error, which is a deep dive into the hardware of the NES and how they made games for it. There is Replay: The History of Video Games, which is like a 600-page tome that goes from the beginning to the end. If you want a more,
There's
then there's the Brief History of Video Games. There's just a lot of history video game books.
I like it's not a history book, but I do like 1001 Video Games to Play Before You Die is a really cool book.
That book is horribly outdated now.
But I love it.
But if you have any tips or suggestions as to what you think I can improve next year, if I do this next year, I would love to hear it. Beyond just the obvious suggestion of hey, you get off your high horse and stop being so pretentious and ask us normal questions.
Beyond the suggestion of hey, that guy he hated keeping score was really an asshole. So yeah.
You're not. You're not. You're my favorite person.
Okay.
Today, that may change tomorrow.
All right.
But anyway, so everybody, thank you so much. It's been it has been a blast, a treat.
We'll now announce the winners. Without the without the Knack question, the winner is C. Then you are the winner. Then you are the winner.
But if we take into account the bonus round to where Knack was the answer, Butter wins.
So what are we gonna do about that? Because we don't have we don't have two prizes, do we?
We have one.
50 though. Gonna be
Okay, so this is going to be kind of an easy question, which is why it's sort of maybe a tiebreaker. Okay. The Sega Genesis was known as what everywhere else in the world? Yeah, that's it. Mega Drive.
That was beautiful. And now we are tied.
No, we're not.
Oh, okay.
That was going to be the tiebreaker.
According to this paper, we are tied.
And that was an actual and that actually was an actual game game trivia answer. But anyway, thanks everybody for showing up and everything. I really appreciated it. Yada yada. Murder me in your dreams tonight. I deserve it.